everybody, welcome to another Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil, and today we are going to be blind tasting bottle number 260, picked by Falstaff. And you can see the shelf has been rearranged a little bit. So we now really have 3 shelves with our remaining blind bottles in the middle. And there's only 46 left. Motorbike outside. So, let's see. 4. Actually, I just realised. Michael. So the brain hemorrhage was a false alarm. That's good to hear, but you've had shoulder surgery? Good luck with that. Deepa has been through the same thing. Oh, you can't quite see the top. Let me just get this started. And go. Right, good enough. 4. Hope you're going to be fine, Michael. The next 12 minutes, we are going to nose it, taste it, rank it somewhere on the shelves, maybe. And it's another smoky one, isn't it? Last week, Ledaig, the peated island blend from Diageo, ended up on the 3rd shelf now. You can see where everything else is. Right, yesterday's glass. Actually, speaking of smoky, a little news story my mum was just telling me, and I'm sure you all know. Somebody bought a sherry butt of 1975 Ardbeg. 1 cask. For how much? 16 million. No, not billion. No, 16 million. Which works out at about $36,000 per bottle. That is ridiculous, isn't it?
Almost per glass.
And also, the little news story pointed out that in 1997, the whole distillery was bought for less than half of that amount. That's an eye-opener, isn't it? Could this be Ardbeg? You never know. Yesterday's glass. Just...
there.
No, not much. I've got...
Try a bit.
I've got more like charred vanilla today. Charred vanilla dust.
It's like smoky mint.
Did I start the clock? Yes, I did. We're already well underway. Nice rearranging on the shelves. Thanks, Bobby. Here we go. What are we going to get? Falstaff, what have you picked us? Well, it's got good bubbles. I noticed this Deepa's diamond shirt is throwing off the colour on the camera. Big bubbles, and that is a bit of sherry colour about it. Let's have a look. Let's do the shaker. I've got one. Oh yeah, that is big. 50%. No, bigger, aren't they? Bigger, more boiling off style bubbles. That means higher ABV. 56. Oh, they're even bigger than that. This is almost exactly the same thing that we went through last week. 61% is a bourbon. Wow. Almost identical. This is a strong one. Right. Okay, I'm going to make a very wimpy version. Let's see what the peat's like.
You can almost meet it, but it's fine.
Oh, a lot of.
Oh,
let's have a look at that. Yeah, look at that. A lot of residue left over there in the bottom of the glass. We've had that with sherry butts before, so probably looking at something along those lines. Okay, let me keep my eye on the viscometer. We're almost there. Oh yeah, this is let's see, 1, 2, about 343, let's say. So about average, actually, about 107% the viscosity of vodka. And most whiskies come in at 107, 108. So Slightly below average. Okay, let's see what we get on the nose.
I
don't know. Why are you asking about Dalmore 12? We've had some which were below like a 98%. And then we've had a Craigellachie and Ardbeg Ugadal actually, which was 114. I think the Craigellachie was 120 or higher. Where's your glass? So, with the water, it's definitely rich. The kind of smokiness is, it's sometimes like a heavy, winey sherry flavour can kind of mask the smokiness. So, I don't quite know what level of peat is in here.
Not very banty. It's beautifully beaten with sherry, apple ganime.
It's quite the type of peat though, to me, is quite more like burnt wood, but wood that has tar on it. Imagine like some old wooden structure from a pier that has had a tar coating or something like that. That kind of char. Imagine that wood charred.
Apple.
Whiskey Vault can't be Port Charlotte. They don't detect peat in those.
Nice.
Oh, that's strong ABV though.
It's not very grey, ashy. It's more of apple, sherry.
Apple cherries. I'm definitely getting a kind of a warm woody peat. Slightly more, well, actually Ardmore can be a bit like that.
It's not fishy.
Not fishy though.
Nah, that is got me more ashy. Got me more burnt.
Let's have a taste of half power, unless you want to go full power.
I have half first.
You got coconut on your neck.
Oh.
What's that? I think it's coconut oil.
I go for first threat.
Okay, let me watch. This should be entertaining.
Very thick viscosity.
Well, no, it's 107. That's average.
But and about the taste.
How strong is it?
58.
Plenty strong. Too strong for me. Okay.
A bit of a shock.
Well,
oops, ashy.
There's no point in drinking this one now. Mix your own version. Okay, what do I get? It was quite rich on the sherry, I think, side at the beginning. But then halfway through, burst into kind of the char pepperiness. Quite ashy on the finish, though. Dark. Dark, burnt, char, and tar with a T.
But it's blended with sherry, so because of that, it's not too dark. If that makes sense.
Oh, it's dark. It's more char than it is sherry.
Yes.
But it's close. I would say it's more like 40 sherry, 60 char. Okay. Is it sherry? We've said sherry. What did you have in your notes? Plasticine Weetabix. I get that on the watery version. Let me try and find a level with some water that makes it that much. What are people thinking? Whiskey 101. I've never had Ardmore Signatory. Ah, you're talking to Peathead. Ledaig or Kwame. Could be. We have a Ledaig in there, don't we? Has anyone said Longrow yet, Whiskey Novice? Probably.
It's very oily, but the taste of mint. After that, it's heavy.
Yeah. I don't think, we know it's not thick. Thick. Because the viscometer says it's not. But the flavours are thick.
The
flavours. Yeah, but not really, because we've measured it at 107. Like, it's measurably average viscosity. But everything is so heavy and dark. There's no light fruit, like, vapor over the top, is there?
But you start with the bottom.
This is... yeah, this is just crashed into the basement.
It's burnt, roasted, sherry.
Okay. There is a little bit of sort of nectarine apple in the mix at the beginning.
Apple? You gum it up.
So maybe there is some ex-bourbon and sherry mixed together. Finish is long, which makes me think it's probably older rather than younger.
Yes. Integrated.
How are we doing for time? Let's have another taste.
Yesterday I had minty, but today I'm not picking a much of mint.
It's a bit scratchy. And I think that's what I put in the paint. Wow, that is dark, that painting. I don't know if it's quite that dark now. I was a little bit shocked by that. But there is this kind of scratchy quality about it, which could be partly the ABV. Dark char with sherry kind of... That is about 60-40 though, isn't it? I think... Do you like it?
I like it. I like it because it's bumpy, it's bold, it's soft.
I think I like it a bit less than deeper. I think I'm put off slightly by how heavy char
But
there is.
Pete.
Oh, I like Pete as well. Pete's a good guy. Right, comparison time. You ready for comparison? Why bother asking? Just bring something up. Now, these are all strong, so either have it neat or have some water first. It's up to you. I'm going to have some water first.
Please put the water.
That is fruity by comparison. And the kind of peat spiciness is way, way, way lower on this. Like about a third as peaty. 25%.
ABV is that is strong ABV. What ABV?
Well, you had water.
What ABV is it?
57.
But
What do you think of the peatiness?
it's more peat.
Yeah. I'm going to try full strength.
It's burning my gums.
Oh, time's up. That bell's so annoying.
I thought I'm more center flavor. This is more brass.
Which one's better?
It's by arse.
Yeah.
It's frustrated. I probably go for this. And I'm frustrated. But with water,
Yeah.
I may prefer.
So I'm a bit mixed. I like the first half on today's better than this. But the second half is a bit harsh. I would say overall today's is slightly better. But it's like if you could take the first half of this one, second half, and swap them.
It's just that I cannot after I'm frustrated. So I've put a drop of water.
Yeah, well, you don't have to have it at full strength. Right. So we're a bit split there. That
It is more sophisticated.
is it.
That it is more brass.
Which one's older or younger?
It is older.
Well, that is last week's Ledaig. And I got the feeling that it was younger. I think there's a bit more detail going on in this one. Maybe. Right. One more. Again, this is strong. 60%. Oh, that is heavy sherry and then much more ashy finish. In fact, very separate experiences. sherry, then ash, but not really integrated.
This one is very integrated. This is very separate.
I think I prefer Ledaig over this one.
No, I think I don't like it.
Back to today's. Which one's full strength?
Which one? Ash water.
I think that one.
With water.
That was the full strength one. Full strength is not good. Too bitter.
I don't like this. I prefer this.
Quite nice with water. Okay, let me try this with water again. Wow, that finish is a bit harsh though.
But it does not have the taste is very upfront. Both as simple.
A lot more sherry. I think.
But the emo is very unique.
Is that Ledaig? Fruity, grassy by comparison now.
That is a delicate.
I'm surprised myself. I give it slightly to today's. I give the Ledaig slightly second. This one, I would actually go slightly lower. What's your order? Because this is going to upset things a little bit.
It's not accurate. It's something.
This is Bunnahabhain Moine Olorosa, which is currently up here, but we haven't had this for a long time. What's your order? First, second, third?
But after that, just ask. Okay.
Before you say another word.
I was that it first. Or maybe get that first. At a slightly below than.
Is this third? Right. That means that not the bun is coming down here, and today's is probably going to squeeze in.
But why?
Just up here.
Not better.
Because too separated. This is much more integrated. Okay, last sip. Try this one. That's quite a nice level of water, I think. A bit more tobacco-y, tea, that wooden char, little bit of sherry, little bit of fruit, barely.
Not much of fruit.
Not much.
But the water.
Right, what can it be? Where's our spreadsheet?
Peppery, sharp peppery.
It's going to be a strong one. Could it be the Longrow? Longrow 14.
No, because it's a bit too brash.
Could it be Lagavulin 12? Or Octomore? Now we said Ardmore once or twice. We do have this 10-year-old Ardmore. And we also have, how about this? We also have this Chieftans. I didn't bring it up actually. This is a Chieftans Ledaig 21 year at 59.4%. And oh, hey, we have samples in here. I'm just trying to see, is this a sherry butt? Cask number. Yeah, 569 bottles. That's got to be a sherry butt. The only other thing it could be is the Port Charlotte. And I'm looking at just the ABV because we're talking about 57-ish % to 60% on all of these. The Lagavulin wouldn't be, I don't think so.
Because.
Do you have one in mind that you want?
Yeah, more of this.
I'm thinking
That cannot be this.
This was quite funky sulphury, I think, from that one time we tried it.
And
the Ardmore.
But it's not fishy. I only done
What's
here
the ABV?
5 years.
5 years old, 57. This is almost certainly ex-bourbon. There might be some wine cask involved, maybe, but I don't think there would be any sherry in this.
I'm sure.
I don't think there's sherry in this, and this is a sherry, but
Let me ask you with this one.
I think they're both ex-bourbon. Right. Over to the chat.
Any information?
Sticking with the Ledaig. Ledaig 10, however, was a pretty straightforward out the bottle. Seemed to be that Ledaig wine finishes really need to integrate over a long time. I wonder if it is. Oh, you know what? Hang on. There is another one to try. I forgot. We have a Ledaig 14-year-old, and this is also from a sherry butt. 56%. It never went into blind tasting. Do we think it's the same? More sherry.
It's possible. It's a bit different.
Bit different, yeah.
But that's a simple about.
Less peated.
Yeah, I think it's more. But
well, we don't know if it's
that
makes me doubt it could be something younger.
But even it's been so much peat. But it's 21 years.
That's why I suddenly doubted my guess at 21 year.
It could be this.
No, that tastes old. I'm with it. I'm more confident now. Right then, are we ready? Yes, the Ledaig is sherry. Almost. Jimmy Jazz, that 14 Ledaig is awesome. It's a bit of a monster. This is more refined by comparison. Are we ready for the reveal?
Yeah, you wouldn't put other stuff.
Well, we've said that it's above Clynelish. It's probably going to be... that's funny. I see that Highland Park Dark Origins there.
Yeah.
You would have to compare it. You would have to compare it to the Octomore. I think we're probably going to be down with the Springbanks there. Maybe. Here we go. ABV.
It's a good finish. Oh, a solid finish.
Are you giving notes at the reveal? So the ABV is 59.60 for this one. ABV is 59. It's a 21-year-old. It cost us, how much? Only $153.
Wow.
And it is an island from Ledaig. 2 in a row. I guess it is going to get easier, isn't it? As this countdown goes. We've only got 46 bottles left. Wow, it is the Chieftans Ledaig. Now, this was bought at K&L. Let me see.
Okay, read the note.
I don't like reading the notes.
Oh no, no more sherry.
This one has been shared a lot. So probably
at the opportunity.
Probably quite a lot of people have tasted this. I can tell you, if it's been shared this much, at some point I've given Deepa a taste without her knowing what it is, and I haven't tasted it. And I've said, do you mind sharing it? And you would have said, share it.
Fair enough.
So let's see.
It's pretty simple, but brash apart.
We bought this in November 2019. Not much else to say.
But you know, at the opening day feedback, I think it's fully it.
Why are you asking me? Ask them. Has anyone had it? Let's see, what do we have? So 1997. Now I think this company, Chieftans, I think is out of business, because I remember this being sold on clearance as a kind of liquidation. I'm pretty sure. Right, hang on. Oh, we have a 27-year Tobermory to compare, and this is also a Ledaig.
They do not mess it, but other sherry rampart, they don't mess it. It's more of generic.
It doesn't say, but 569 bottles.
In a butt.
You're not getting that out of a hogshead, and it says but. Therefore, it is a sherry butt.
Okay.
Wood type, but cask 800063, and number of bottles 569. Unchill filtered and natural colour.
But that is right. It's 13.
It's not here. Forgot to bring it up. Let's try. So Ledaig is from Ledaig from Tobermory? I guess it is, because there's a Tobermory 27-year old malt cask, 54% in here.
But you got that from...
It's a sample from someone, I don't know. Very clear. Oh, that's delicious. Slightly funky sweet.
Oh, I have to more that this.
Yeah. Is there any similarity?
It's fine. Delegate, blended and integrated.
I can
but there's more of Ex-Bourbon.
Oh yeah, look at the colour. I can kind of catch a little bit of the spirit in that slight fruit.
But the finish is
sweetness.
not that good. The finish of this one is superb. Soften. The finish is okay.
What's the other one?
So it only is very years.
Blended malt Scotch, Hebridean. Hebridean Mulligan, 23 years, Ledaig. Let's see, single cask, one of 202. So this has got to be ex-bourbon as well. 59% for a 23-year.
It is 22 or 27.
Or maybe it's 22. My writing is a bit suspect on that. Right, let's see. Oops. Try this. I guess this is a teaspooned.
No, please, not pick it up.
It's a single cask again.
Smoking.
It says blended malt, but in brackets, Ledaig.
It's autumn.
Oh, that's lovely as well.
I like that as well.
Well, every Ledaig we've tried. Oh, that's quite fruity funk as well, isn't it?
I like it. It's very different.
And again,
experience.
the char at the end is this kind of woody tar wood
Oh,
barbecue
the
thing.
finish is much better than this. Oh,
I think this
prefer
is the best one.
Oh, this is super, but it's blended.
Yeah, it's probably just teaspooned. And this is from Venkat.
What?
Venkat. He's visited the house, Indian Venkat,
Okay.
because I recognise the label.
Oh, the finish. The please. I will give the number one. That's a number one for me. This is fantastic.
Okay,
Wow.
Gerben, you got it. Were you first? I know there were quite a few Ledaig call outs, so everyone who got Ledaig and Gerben, congratulations to you. It is a rare old cask that holds the peat for that long a time. Yeah, not to mention the Angels did not get that much of it. Well, maybe the two are the same barrel. Saves the peat from the Angels. Congratulations, Gerben. Trains are. You missed it again. Well done, Gerben. Okay, and fireworks. Yes, fireworks for all. I can still find Chieftans, and I have 11-year Ledaig from a very used butt.
Very used.
Whiskey 101. Make me want to drink Ledaig next. I will go and pour Ledaig 18 sherry cask now. That's still in our blind somewhere. We have it as a sample share. Henrik, thanks for your video of the government monopoly store. I see Bobby's just saying yes. Very good. Which batch do you have, Whisky 101? Bobby J, cheers all. Have to run. Love the Ledaig 10. No surprises on this bottle. Yes.
I mean, a bit of it's 13.
Hang on, Whiskey Vault's putting in an appeal. I think I sniped it blind before you, Gerben, but we can pick together. Right, Whiskey Vault and Gerben, joint pick. if that's the case. Chieftans is owned by Ian McLeod, and I think still going. Okay. I wonder what. I can't remember what that story was then. All right, you two, shout out some. I guess it's going to be. Now there's 3 layers deep here. Top, middle, bottom, front row, middle row, back row. Old independent Ledaig casks are a great value compared to Islay distilleries. Yeah, compared to a 16 million 1975 Ardbeg, this is definitely good value. Whisky Vault, middle shelf, right next to Craigellachie 23, back row. Okay, let's get in there. Here we go. Bottle number 261. Whisky Vault. I'm going to put Bourbon on as well. that was almost comedy cork sounds, wasn't it? Alpha Crown. I've no idea why your comment is hidden. Pouring Ledaig 18 batch 2. Charred cheese. Oh, with a shitload of chili powder. I guess that's why your comment was hidden.
I just try from the bottom. It's very bold, so I like it.
Oh, this is a K&L exclusive. Now that I see, there's a little K&L label.
But this is the best.
That might be K&L exclusive also. Right. Let's see. What have you picked? Is it a bourbon?
Oh.
That is not very bourbon-like colours.
Oh my gosh, it can be very, very strong.
Looks strong.
Maybe 58, 59.
We've been hitting the strong ones recently. It's hard to tell if there would be any peat in this. I'm going to guess there isn't. We're more in the direction of the Pear Drop candy store again now. Let's see how's it.
There's no peat, right?
It's hard to tell. Why don't you have a sip so we can everyone get ready for the deeper face-ometer on the scale. Whatever this is.
But this, wow, this is fantastic.
What am I saying?
Oh. Whatever it is.
Whatever this is, I'm keeping it all for myself.
Oh.
I'll trade you Ledaig for this one.
What is this?
Nothing. Forget it. Just pretend it didn't exist. Right. Chieftans. Once we shuffle up the Moina Oloroso gap, I'm going to put it, for now, probably in here somewhere.
Because it's too simple. Very the others have more, today more going on. Very fine today. This is pretty simple. Plus, I bought a stock.
I know, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, surely not.
I probably got back with it at the end of the show. It is so, I think it's the best of the show.
Oh, no, that's more in like the wine gum entertainment territory.
Oh, wow, that is really good. I don't know why. That is so good. I think there's some invisible force.
Some invisible force
of
Viking forces are at play.
Some today going on in the end, but you cannot stop in the force.
It's not sophisticated. It's just lovely flavour and so full.
Wow.
So full and rich. Okay, I just wanted to double check it. Right, okay.
Something so that me today is much simple. It's very simple at best. That's what it's like about. You get a mind. I think it's
Is it? Getting lost now. Oh, it's damn good. It's fantastically bitter by comparison.
Oh, it's beat. I have to beat.
Yeah, bitter, char, dark. Because I don't like coffee, that bitterness flavour
I like it.
is maybe what's...
The only thing what I do not go above is not too detailed.
Not too detailed. Okay, Alpha Crown. Pouring Ledaig 18, batch 2. Charred cheese with a shitload of chili. Oh, we got that one.
Oh yeah, I get him after that. Wow.
Springbank local barley. Ooh. Trains are. Springbank 12, batch 23. Is that the Ex-Bourbon one? We do have it, although it's not in the blind. Hey, that's next week's whiskey. It's probably the last Springbank local barley. That would be funny. Don't want to pass. Curious what you will think of the Deanston Bordeaux when it finally arrives. I know that's been there for a long time as well, hasn't it? Just opened my last bottle that I bought 3 years ago. I think we bought it at the same time, Tim. Let's see. Love it when Deepa asks a question and starts answering it herself right away.
Yes. I just got him.
And I just sit there like, am I part of this conversation? Whiskey 101. Okay, maybe we're in special Ben Nevis zone. I'm guessing Ben Nevis 10 batch before we even start next week's. Well, it's very light for that. We will have to wait and see.
But I think the best you've got that again.
I'm gonna have to set these aside. Is that peated or not? I'm not sure. It's like I'm gonna pour more. Right. I think we have everything done. Okay.
Then if you prefer this or to this.
I think I prefer this.
Yeah, it's just more good on.
In case you're trying to work out what this is. Blended malt scotch. And now it's probably from K&L, called Hebridean Mulligan. 23 years, single cask. 202, which suggests a hogshead, doesn't it? 59%. And it's 97 to 2020. That is a good bottle. If that's around and you see it, I would buy it. If it's $150
But at the end of the
$200.
day, the longest finish.
It has the longest finish.
I've got my more sherry than that.
Maybe a bit of extra power. Right. We will see you next Thursday. Any more notes before we go?
I'm not supposed to do anything more.